Let me ask you something. If your heart suddenly gave out, right now, and no one was around to help you, would you survive? Because the truth is, most people over 60 wouldn't. And that's not just some scary idea I'm throwing at you. It's a cold, brutal fact. Over 80% of seniors who suffer a heart attack alone die before they ever make it to a hospital. Not because help didn't exist, but because they didn't know what to do in those first 60 seconds. And by the time the ambulance arrives, it's already too late. Now picture this. You're at home. It's quiet. Maybe you're watching the news, or getting ready for bed. And then suddenly, your chest tightens. You feel a strange pressure, like a heavy hand pushing down on your ribs. It's not painful at first, just unsettling. Then your left arm goes numb. You start to sweat, your vision gets blurry. Not talking about complicated procedures or hospital machines. I mean everyday people, in their 70s and 80s. Who've walked away from heart attacks simply because they knew how to act fast. Most doctors won't walk you through this. In fact, 90% of seniors have never been told what to do if a heart attack strikes when they're alone. That's why this message is so urgent. Because what you do in those first 5 minutes could be the difference between life and silence. Here on Thriving Age Tip, we're not here to scare you. We're here to prepare you. Because aging doesn't mean weakness. And being alone doesn't mean powerless. So stay with me. Because I'm about to give you 7 life-saving steps you need to know, starting right now. Let's begin with step 1, because this is where most people fail before they even realize what's happening. Tip number 1, recognize the real signs of a heart attack. You see, most people, especially those of us over 60, are still watching for the wrong symptoms. We've been trained by movies to expect that classic image, a man clutching his chest, gasping for air, falling to the floor. But that's not how it usually happens. Especially not in seniors. And especially not in women. Here's the truth. Your heart might not scream at you, it might whisper. A little nausea. A sudden wave of fatigue that makes you want to lie down, right there on the floor. Shortness of breath that comes out of nowhere, even if you're just sitting still. Pain in your back. Your jaw. Even a strange ache in your shoulders. And if you're diabetic, the signs can be even more subtle. Sometimes, there's no pain at all. Just a growing sense that something is very wrong. The reason this matters? Because if you don't recognize the symptoms, you won't act. And if you delay by even 5 minutes, your chances of survival start to drop. So here's what you need to do. Learn your body. Understand what your warning signs might be. And if you ever feel something off, something new, don't second guess it. Your body speaks, you just have to listen. Now, tip number 2, and it's simple, but absolutely crucial. Call 911. Immediately. Don't wait to see if it passes. Don't try to tough it out. And for heaven's sake, don't drive yourself to the hospital. It might sound brave, but it's a deadly mistake. According to the Mayo Clinic, the longer you wait to get help, the worse your odds. And if you're behind the wheel when your heart gives out, you won't make it to the ER. You might not make it out of the driveway. Here's the part most people forget. Paramedics don't just drive you to the hospital, they bring the hospital to you. They can start life-saving treatment on the way. They've got defibrillators, oxygen, medication, and trained hands, things your car doesn't. So how do you make sure you can call for help, even if your hands are shaking or you're on the floor? Simple. Set up voice activation on your phone. If you use an iPhone, practice saying, "Hey Siri, call 911. Android? Hey Google, emergency services." Try it a few times. Make it a habit. Because when your heart is racing and panic sets in, even pressing a button can feel impossible. Remember, time is muscle. The longer you wait, the more heart muscle you lose, and that damage can be permanent, if you survive at all. Now let's talk about tip number 3, and this one can actually slow the heart attack down while help is on the way. Take an aspirin, but only if you can safely swallow. Why aspirin? Because aspirin isn't just a painkiller. It thins your blood, fast. And when you're having a heart attack, what's actually happening is a blockage. A clot in one of your coronary arteries, cutting off blood flow to your heart. Aspirin helps stop that clot from getting worse. It may even start to break it down. But here's what most people don't know. Timing matters. The sooner you chew, not swallow, but chew that aspirin, the better your chances of minimizing heart damage, and buying time until the paramedics arrive. So here's what you need to do. Keep a 325 mg regular, non-coated aspirin somewhere easy to reach. Put one next to your bed. Keep another in the kitchen. Tape one near your phone charger or wherever you sit to watch TV. You don't want to be searching for a bottle in a drawer while your heart is under attack. But I need to say this clearly. This isn't for everyone. If you're allergic, if your doctor has told you not to take aspirin, or if you have stomach issues or bleeding risks, talk to your doctor today. Don't wait for a crisis. Have the conversation now, so you know exactly what you can and can't do. Because in an emergency, the last thing you want is confusion. You want clarity. You want a plan. You want life-saving seconds, not hesitation. Tip number 4, unlock your front door. Now this one might sound simple, almost silly. But believe me when I say this. People have died, because emergency responders couldn't get inside. Think about it. You call 911. Help is on the way. You're fading fast, maybe you've collapsed, and the front door is locked. Precious minutes are lost. They're knocking, shouting, maybe even trying to break it down. Meanwhile, your heart is shutting down behind that locked door. So here's what you need to do, and do it today, not tomorrow. Make sure your front door can be opened by paramedics in an emergency. Some people keep a key lock box outside, the kind realtors use, with a spare key inside. Others install a smart lock with a special code that can be given to EMS dispatchers. Both are good options. Whatever you choose, make sure the code or location of the key is on file with your local emergency services. Many towns have systems that let you register this info in advance. And if you're having an attack and you're still able to move, even just a little, unlock that door. Do it early, do it before you lie down or before you get too weak. Because once you're on the floor, you might not make it back up. It's such a small action. But it can save your life. Let's keep going. Because what you do next can either help your heart, or waste the precious energy you have left. Tip number 5, let's talk about cough CPR, and what most people get dangerously wrong. Now, maybe you've heard of it. You've probably seen those emails or videos that say, if you're having a heart attack, just start coughing hard every few seconds to keep blood flowing. Sounds simple. Sounds like a secret hack, right? But here's the truth. It's not that simple. And it's not for everyone. Cough CPR is real. But it's only effective in very specific medical settings. We're talking about a hospital environment, with a trained team watching a heart monitor. Not someone sitting alone at home, trying to survive. If you're alone and your heart starts going into arrhythmia, coughing won't stop the attack. It might even make things worse by increasing the strain on your heart. Or by giving you false hope that you're helping, when really, you're not. So please, don't rely on internet tricks or half-truths when your life is on the line. This isn't the time to experiment. Focus your energy where it matters most. Getting help. Staying alert. Controlling your breathing. And that brings us to something that can help in those terrifying moments. Tip number 6, practice calm breathing, on purpose. Now I know. The idea of calming yourself down during a heart attack sounds impossible. Your chest feels tight. Your thoughts are racing. Your body wants to panic. But here's what the research shows, and it's powerful. Slowing your breath can actually reduce the stress on your heart. When your body panics, it floods itself with adrenaline. Your blood pressure rises, your heart races faster, and the damage builds quicker. But if you can calm your breath, even just a little, you slow that cascade. You reduce the oxygen demand. And you might, just might, buy yourself a few more critical minutes. So here's a simple technique to remember. It's called 4 to 6 breathing. It's easy, even if you're struggling. Inhale gently through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to try. Keep the air moving. Keep your focus on the breath. It gives your mind something to hold on to. And your heart something to work with. It's not a cure. It's not a miracle. But it's a way to help your body survive, minute by minute, until help arrives. Because sometimes, survival is about the small things. The quiet choices. The steady rhythm of a breath, when everything else feels out of control. Now, tip number 7, and this one is the quiet champion behind every survival story. Prepare an emergency plan, and do it today. Let me tell you something honest. When a heart attack hits, you're not going to think clearly. You might be dizzy, frightened, confused. Your hands might not work like they usually do. Your voice might be weak. And that's not the moment to start remembering phone numbers. Or scrambling to find your medications. Or trying to explain your heart history between gasps for air. So what can you do? Prepare, in advance. Right now. When you're calm. When you're strong. When you have the clarity and peace of mind to think through it, not under pressure. Start with these 3 things. Number 1, your IC contact. That means, in case of emergency. Pick someone you trust, a spouse, a child, a neighbor. Make sure they're listed in your phone under the name ICE. That way, if you're unconscious or unable to speak, first responders can find them fast. Number 2, your medication list. Don't rely on memory. Write it down. Every prescription. Every supplement. Every dosage. Include any allergies, and any medications you absolutely cannot take. This information can change how doctors treat you in those critical early minutes. And number 3, a brief heart history card. Just a simple index card or printed sheet. Write down your conditions, high blood pressure, stents, pacemaker, previous heart attacks, whatever applies. Doctors can make better choices when they know your story. Now here's the bonus, and it could make all the difference. Print your plan and tape it to your refrigerator. Why the fridge? Because that's the first place paramedics look. It's standard practice in many EMS units. If it's not there, they may miss it. If it is there, they'll grab it on the way out, and that one sheet of paper could speak for you when you can't speak for yourself. And while you're at it, make a copy for your wallet or purse. Keep another in your glove box. Give one to your IC contact. It's not just paperwork. It's preparation. It's peace of mind. It's power. Because let's be honest. Surviving a heart attack isn't just about what you do in the moment. It's about the foundation you lay before the storm hits. Being prepared doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you wise. And when the moment comes, and it's just you, your heart, and the clock. That preparation could be the difference between panic and survival. So if you want to increase your chances of surviving a heart attack alone, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, don't wait. Not until your next doctor's visit. Not until you get around to it. Because heart attacks don't schedule themselves around your plans. They show up without knocking. And when they do, just one of these tips could be the reason you see another birthday. The reason you get one more morning with your spouse. One more phone call with your grandkids. One more breath of fresh air. Let's go over them again, quickly, clearly. Number 1, know the real signs. Not just chest pain, but shortness of breath, jaw pain, sudden fatigue. Especially if you're diabetic or female. Number 2, call 911 immediately. Don't drive. Don't delay. Paramedics are trained to treat you the moment they arrive. Number 3, take aspirin, if it's safe for you. Chew it, don't swallow. But only if your doctor has given you the green light. Number 4, unlock your front door. It's simple, but it could save minutes. And minutes mean muscle, or life. Number 5, don't fall for myths like, cough CPR. It rarely works outside of a hospital. Focus on calling for help and staying alert. Number 6, breathe, slowly and with purpose. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. Calm breathing reduces the strain on your heart. Number 7, prepare your emergency plan, today. Ice contact, medication list, heart history. Stick it on your fridge. Let it speak for you when you can't. It's not about living in fear. It's about living ready. Prepared. Confident. Because when you're over 60, survival isn't just about luck. It's about knowing what to do, and doing it with calm, steady hands. So now let me ask you something. Which of these tips surprised you the most? Was it the real signs of a heart attack? Or the power of something as simple as unlocking your front door? Have you ever truly thought about what you'd do if you were alone, and your heart started to fail you? Because the truth is, so many don't. Until it's too late. But you just took a step that many never do. You listened. You learned. You prepared. And that matters more than you know. Now think. Do you know someone who needs to hear this? A friend. A neighbor. A sibling. Someone living alone, just like you. Send this to them. You might just save a life. And while you're here, tell us in the comments. Where are you watching from? And more importantly, what are you doing to protect your heart, starting today? Because when we share our stories, when we speak up, when we support each other, we don't just survive. We thrive. This is what Thriving Age Tip is all about. Not just getting older, but getting stronger, smarter, sharper, and more prepared than ever. So don't forget. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. And tap that little bell so you don't miss the next life-changing tip. We've got so much more coming. Because here, we believe your best years aren't behind you. They're right in front of you. And we're walking every step of the way, together. Stay strong. Stay prepared. And keep thriving.